I'm going to go over a little bit here about distance and displacement, worksheet number 2. Again, just going through, looking at the directions, make sure when you're doing your answers for displacement, please be sure to indicate your direction with either a positive or a negative sign at the beginning before you enter your answer. Again, if we're going to calculate the total distance is the length between 2 points. In order to do so, we just need to count how many total jumps we make. We're counting all steps and adding them together. For displacement, though, since I know location, displacement measures how much my position changes. Anytime we measure change, we need to take the final minus the initial. You can work this out on a separate sheet of paper. I have a little flip chart that I'm going to open up and do the workout, but each one's kind of set up. Left side is the first one with the displacement, and then the one on the right is the distance calculation. So here, I'm looking here at Karma's chameleon. Karma's chameleon begins at -3. -3 is my beginning, so I just make a little circle. I label that as PI, my starting point, my initial position. Walks over briefly, stops at +4, and then walks another meter forward to +5. This is my final location. To calculate displacement, when I know my location, I'm going to take my final position. I'm going to subtract my initial position. So this is important. Order matters. So I take a look, and this is why I sketch it out. Where did I end? I ended at +5. Minus, where did I start? I started at -3. And when I take 5, and I may not be the best at math person, but you're able to use a calculator. If I take 5 and I subtract -3, I end up with +8 because 2 negatives makes a positive. And I want to make sure that in my form, I'm indicating direction. I want to put that positive sign in front. So again, if I'm entering this number in my Google form, I want to put in a +8, and that's my answer. Now, in order to count my total distance, again, I just need to count how many total jumps did I take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was a total of 8 meters. Distance doesn't require a sign. As it is a scalar measurement, it is only just positive. We'll look at one more here together. Eddie's elephant starts out at +7, so that is PI. Walks to -2, then turns around and walks to +4. This is my ending point, so that is PF. Displacement, final position minus the initial position. So I'm taking +4, that's PF right here, and I'm subtracting +7. 4 minus 7 is -3. That tells me from start to finish, I ended up 3 meters left of where I started. That's what that -3 represents. And I can double check that too on my diagram. As I was here at 7, 1, 2, 3, that got me to PF. Now for the distance, as I go from 7 to -2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 steps to the left, plus another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 9 plus 6 ends up equaling 15. And again, that's what I'm going to enter in my form as my answer. So that ended up being number 1 was 8, number 1 was +8, number 2 was just 8 for the distance. Eddie's elephant, the displacement was -3. And the distance traveled, that was 15. Okay. And the rest of the problems will be solved just the same way.